Best of luck to all involved. Here we go for the first of our grade ones on day 3.
The tape now, the white flag is raised and they're off and running in the squared financial Christmas hurdle, and straight to the front goes Apple's Jade, who's going to lead them now on the run towards the first flight in this 3-miler. Followed a length back by Super Sunday, then a couple of lengths to Nichols Canyon. They're followed by Augusta Kate. Jeski is next, just on the outside of Bopom. So they approach the first flight in the squared financial Christmas hurdle, and little to choose now between Super Sunday moving up on the outside of Apple's Jade, and then 2.5 to 3 lengths to Nichols Canyon, who's followed by Augusta Kate and Jeski towards the outside of Bopom as they race towards the second flight heading down the back straight. On the inside, Apple's Jade, and on the outside, Super Sunday. They're going stride for stride, a couple of lengths in front of Nichols Canyon in third. Then in fourth place, Augusta Kate with Jeski on the outside of Bopom. They're continuing on their way down the back straight now to make the approach to flight number 3. And little change as the 6 runners are led by Apple's Jade and Super Sunday. Gonna rise 2 lengths in front of Nichols Canyon. And they're followed by Augusta Kate, Jeski and Bopom. Beginning now to make the turn to take them out of the back straight. A good swing across now before they'll face flight number 4 and then the approach to the straight. So in the lead is Apple's Jade, half a length up on Super Sunday, 2 lengths to Nichols Canyon with Augusta Kate in fourth place, followed by Jeski on the outside of Bopom. So they come to make the swing now to the flight that will bring them on the approach to the straight, flight number 4 this time. And as they come around the bend and face up to number 4, Apple's Jade and Super Sunday, almost stride for stride, 3 lengths in front of Nichols Canyon, who's being followed by Augusta Kate, Jeski and Bopom as they now make the approach for the turn into the straight and swing in towards flight number 5 to take them up in front of the stands. And Super Sunday on the outside of Apple's Jade against the rail, just over 3 lengths to Nichols Canyon, similar margin then to Augusta Kate. Bopom runs the rail and Jeski is just the back mark of the 6. So the 6 runners on they come now to the flight that'll be the last next time in the squared financial Christmas hurdle. Nichols Canyon a faller at that flight, and now they race on up to pass in front of us with Super Sunday in the lead from Apple's Jade. A break then to Augusta Kate on the outside of Bopom, and they're followed by Jeski. Paul Townend on his feet, but not so Nichols Canyon as yet. They're going now to the flight away from us now, and in the lead is Super Sunday. Nichols Canyon is up. They're going now to the flight, the halfway stage, and it's Super Sunday. Third in the Hatton's Grace behind Apple's Jade, and now Nichols Canyon, who's out of the race. Bopom is third, and then followed by Augusta Kate, and then on the outside, former champion Jeski. So on they go towards the next. Super Sunday leads. The mare Apple's Jade in second. Third is Bopom, and 4 Augusta Kate, and they're being followed by Jeski as the 5 runners begin to swing into the back straight now, heading for the 10 furlong point. And Super Sunday, himself a winner at the Cheltenham Festival in handicap company, leads Apple's Jade, winner of the mare's hurdle, and several other Group 1s bidding for her 10th success over jumps, swinging into the back straight, leading. In third place, Bopom. Fourth is Augusta Kate, and then Jeski. So Super Sunday and Apple's Jade show 3 lengths in front, Bopom and Augusta Kate, and the back marker Jeski, but now the 5 runners are covered by about 5 lengths. They're making their way to the next flight, which will bring them towards the mile pole, and the 5 runners very tightly grouped up now, as Super Sunday is the leader, followed by Apple's Jade. Augusta Kate moves third, Jeski and Bopom next. Super Sunday over in front. Second place, Apple's Jade. They're being followed in third, Augusta Kate on the outside of Bopom, and then comes Jeski. Going now to the next flight, right over on the far side. 4 left to jump, and it looks like the last flight is being omitted, so they've 3 to jump. Super Sunday is over 2 lengths in front of Apple's Jade. Bopom is third. In fourth place, Augusta Kate, and then Jeski, as they go now towards effectively now the second last flight in the Squared Financial Christmas Hurdle. The leader, Super Sunday, and Robbie Power are linked up on Apples Jade and Jack Kennedy. Bopom and Noel Feely is in third place. On the inside of Augusta Kate and David Mullins, and they're followed by Jeski and Barry Geraghty. They're now beginning to make the swing out of the back straight and begin the run to the final flight. And Super Sunday a length in front of Apples Jade. The other three are just in behind. Augusta Kate, Bopom and Jeski on the outside. Now swinging for the final flight, and Super Sunday is a length in front of Apples Jade. Then Jeski improving on the outside of Bopom and Augusta Kate. Now they come to the last. They'll have a long run in of 2.5 furlongs on the level now, and Apples Jade jumps up to Super Sunday. They're followed by Bopom. In between them, Augusta Kate and Jeski. They're now beginning to run the home turn. Super Sunday still battling on against the rail from Apples Jade. Bopom, Augusta Kate and Jeski on the outside. They're on the level with 1.5 furlongs to go. Super Sunday, Apples Jade, Bopom on the inside. They're now bypassing the final flight, and Super Sunday is battling hard. Apples Jade the near side, Bopom on the inner. Super Sunday is battling on strongly. Apples Jade under all pressure. Super Sunday and Robbie Power. Apples Jade one last go on the near side. Is she going to get there? She's up. Apples Jade wins a great battle with Super Sunday. Third home is Bopom, Augusta Kate and Jeski.
Well, what a hugely exciting finish. First and foremost, though, just fingers crossed here for Nichols Canyon, who took that heavy spill at the last with a circuit to go. But the 6-4 on favourite, Apples Jade, has won here for Davy Russell, getting the better of the gallant Super Sunday, who has run every bit as well as his connections felt he might today, and maybe even a bit better, and got very close to turning over the hot pot. But I must say, I think watching this, if Davy Russell had his time again, he might have sent the mare on for home a bit earlier. You can understand him maybe taking his time. It's her first go over 3 miles today, and he might have been under orders to do so for all we know, but she seemed to be galloping all over Super Sunday on the home turn. And Robbie Power just asked Super Sunday to find a bit more before his main rival, and he got a very generous response from Super Sunday, and in the end the mare just had to dig a bit deeper to get by him. But on this evidence, absolutely no problems for her over the 3 mile trip, and be interesting to see do connections give her another go over it at some stage. They've said all along the mare's race is her target at the Cheltenham Festival, but even without that last hurdle to jump, she gets on top close home, and she's actually won it by a half a length at least, maybe even 3/4 at the line. But Pom's run a mighty race for a 4-year-old back in third spot. He looked a big threat going to the last. Half a length is the margin. Big day for Davy Russell. Obviously tough on Jack Kennedy to miss out here. But as I say, concern here primarily for Nichols Canyon. Desi did say that he got to his feet after the spill, but had to bypass that last flight as he was being attended to there. And obviously all we can do at this stage is keep our fingers crossed for what's been a wonderful horse for his connections over the last few years, multiple Grade 1 winner. Hopefully we'll have some good news to bring you in a while. 6 Apples Jade, though, the 6-4 on favourite, has won the Squared Financial Christmas Hurdle from number 4 Super Sunday at 7-1 in second.
You know what, Gary, I'd be surprised if Davy Russell doesn't stay, that leaving out that final hurdle hasn't made quite a big difference to the way he was going to ride this race. I think he would have loved that last hurdle to have been there in many ways for Apples Jade. But he's a genius rider, isn't he? This is Kevin O'Ryan, who's already, I mean, this isn't love of the game, this is just merely counting your own money. And this is what Kevin saw. He was hoping for some euros coming his way, and that's just when he realises that the milk bill's been paid for another few weeks. And ladies and gents, we've got some very sad news coming through from Leopardstown, that Nichols Canyon did suffer a fatal fall in that race. So really, really sad news for Andrea and Graham Wylie The Stayers Hurdle winner of 2017 has had to be put down after that race. He won 12 of his 29 starts, nearly $750,000 in prize money, and has just been one of those horses we have all looked forward to seeing every season. We won't be seeing him again. Nichols Canyon, the horse who beat Faugheen at Punchestown in 2015. Arguably that was a greater moment than his Stayers Hurdle success. Nichols Canyon, I'm afraid, is no longer with us, and our thoughts with his connections and all those who look after him.